All right, we're gonna go over what a blood flow warm-up looks like. So there are several different options. The gold standard is having a sled. You can push, pull, you can get on a treadmill, you can do what is a DEADMILL routine, you can do walking backwards, you can do ground level steps. So we're gonna go an example of each of those. First, if you have a sled, it could be anything. You could push a car, you could backpedal against a car, you could push, pull a bag of sand on the ground, change, it doesn't matter. But a sled where you're pushing and you're pulling. The big thing is your knees are getting over your toes. As you step, you drive the knee, and the pushing isn't nearly as valuable as the backpedaling. So you can take anything, if it's wrapped, a belt wrapped on your hips, you're here. What we're focusing on is as I step back, my knees are over my toes, and I push. I'm staying upright. If the knees hurt, shorten the stride up. If they feel good, you can step. But because I'm just constantly using the muscle to push, I'm not loading it and creating damage. I'm just getting blood flow to that. Now, if you don't have access to a sled, let's say you're in a big box gym, treadmill is your next best friend. So there's two variations. You can go the easy one where you lean against something and you're just walking backwards and you're pushing. The treadmill is not on. You're just walking backwards and creating the motion by pushing. Every step, notice the knees get over the toes as I'm stepping each time. This is the easy variation. Now, if you want to speed that up, you can hold on here and get a little bit more push. And you can speed this up if you want to as you push, but notice the knees are over the toes. And we're getting motion through that lower leg, getting blood flow through the quadriceps. Now, if you don't have access to a gym or a sled or you're just out, you could do this position with just your body weight. And what that looks like is walking backwards. And notice, as you're walking backwards, every step the knee is getting over the toe. If your knees feel achy or stiff, you can shorten those steps up and keep upright, or you can lengthen them. That works really, really well. If you need to extend that, you can increase the pace, or if you're trying to prepare for an athletic warm-up or training session, you can think about jogging backwards or opening it up to a backwards run. But the most important part is that the knee is getting over the toe and you're developing strength backwards. If you have a hill, you can walk up that hill backwards. That is one of the best things you can do. It simulates having a sled. What you're thinking is I'm walking and I'm pushing up the hill, I'm taking steps and I'm doing that. So every time you go for a walk, you come across a hill, turn around, and just go up backwards. Now notice if you're coming back down, really pull the shins up so you're loading and you're going down. You're not going on your feet and loading the quads every step, because that's going to eccentrically load the knee. As you're going down, keep those toes pulled up so you're getting the tibialis loaded as you're going down the hill. And then last, even if you don't have any space to walk, you can do it in a static position. Hold on to a wall, balance, and touch. You're doing flat level steps. So notice, as I do this, hip stays forward, knee goes over the toe. I'm not bending the hip. Tap. If you need to go short, you can start here. You can work your way out. But the most important part is that you're getting blood flow to the knee and getting the tissues ready for what you're about to do. You can do this as a warm-up, as a cool down before and after training. You can do this as a standalone, do it first thing in the morning, something to break up sitting throughout the day. The most important thing is that you're getting blood flow to the joint, and these are 5 different options you can use to get that effectively without causing damage or stress on the joint you have to recover from later.